Let's continue to modify the admin portion of our website. In this exercise, we'll be focusing on customizing the welcome message within the admin portion of WordPress. This is a great way to create a more personalized experience and to enhance your brand for anyone that's working within the backend. When you first log into the dashboard, you will see there's this Welcome to WordPress screen. Now, it is possible to dismiss this screen, but what we're going to do is we're going to utilize this screen and customize it in order to make the admin look more personalized for our website. Let's look at how we can do that now. I'm going to begin by adding a function so that I can remove the default dashboard welcome panel. I'll be working inside my functions file, and I'll go ahead and add the first bit of code that we're going to concentrate on. What we'll do here is we'll create a new function called remove dashboard meta. This is a custom function that will allow us to remove the default welcome panel from the WordPress admin dashboard. We're going to use remove action. This is a WordPress function that is used to remove a previously added action. Welcome panel is the hook that triggers the default welcome panel. WP welcome panel is the function that WordPress uses to display the default welcome panel. By calling remove action, we are essentially disabling the default welcome to WordPress panel. Next, we're going to use the add action hook, which is a function that attaches a function to a specified event. We're passing in a parameter of admin init. This is a hook that fires when the admin dashboard starts to load. And then remove dashboard meta is the name of our custom function. This is being called, which will allow us to remove the welcome panel as soon as the admin dashboard initializes. Let's go ahead and save this. And if we switch back to the browser, you will see when I reload the page that that portion of WordPress is now gone. So now that we've gotten rid of it, let's go ahead and add some code so that we can build our own welcome panel. This is the code that we're going to be using. It's a little bit more involved because we are going to be inserting HTML content into our page. Let's go ahead and dissect what's happening here. We'll start off by creating a new function called custom welcome panel. This function is going to output custom HTML for the WordPress admin dashboard welcome panel. So we're going to do that by placing an ending PHP tag. This ends the PHP mode so that we can write raw HTML within the function. Inside the function, we're going to create a div which has a class of welcome panel content. This will serve as the container for the custom welcome panel. Inside of that div, we're embedding an image into the panel. We are going to use our PHP echo get stylesheet directory URI, which is a WordPress function that retrieves the URL of the current themes directory. This will allow us to access our images folder inside of our child theme and grab our MAR logo from this area. I'm also passing in an alt attribute and value and some inline styles that will define the maximum width and setting the height to auto. Next, we have some text that we want to display. We're going to create an H2 and a paragraph. And then I have another div with a class of welcome buttons. This is going to contain 2 anchor elements, and we are going to style these so that they look like buttons. These are just going to be quick, easy ways that the user can click to access the posts, or they can click the button that says edit your site, which is going to take them to the customizer or the editor within WordPress. Once again, within the anchor elements, we are embedding some PHP code. In this case, we are going to echo out the admin URL, and in this first instance, we're using edit.php. This is going to generate the correct URL for the Manage Post page. We've gone ahead and assigned a class to this button, which will inherit styling from our WordPress website. The second anchor element is using the same sort of href value, but in this case, we are using the admin URL, and we're going to have it go to siteeditor.php. This is going to generate the URL for the site editor. And once again, I have a class on this element so that I can style this from my current styles that are part of WordPress. After we close these divs, we're going to open a PHP tag. This is just going to allow us to re-enter PHP mode so that we can finish the function. Here, we're closing the custom function that we made above. And then finally, we're creating another function. This one is called replace welcome panel. This is going to allow us to replace the default WordPress welcome panel. We've already talked about the remove action, which is what we used above. We probably don't need this line of code, but I'm just going to keep this within the function just in case there's any sort of issues. Once again, the welcome panel, which is the first parameter, refers to the welcome panel hook. And then the second argument, WP welcome panel, is going to remove the WordPress built-in panel function. The next line of code where we have add action, this is going to allow us to replace the default panel with our custom one. The first argument is welcome panel. This is the same hook that we used before. And the second argument is custom welcome panel, which is the name of our custom function that we defined above. Finally, we're using the add action hook. This will allow us to trigger the function. We are going to go ahead and trigger the replace welcome panel function when the admin dashboard is initialized. This will ensure that WordPress is going to remove the old panel and add the new one every time the admin logs in. So in summary, what we're doing here is we're removing the WordPress default welcome panel. We're creating our own custom welcome panel with a logo, a title, a paragraph, and 2 buttons. The rest of the code is going to add the custom panel to the admin dashboard when the page loads. Let's save our functions file and take a look in the browser. When I refresh the browser, you can see that now we have our own custom panel. Now at this point, some of the text is a little difficult to read and the styling is not stellar. So we will go ahead and be using our own custom CSS so that we can style this and personalize it so that it really syncs up with our brand. In order to do this, you'll want to open up your developer tools so that you can figure out what the necessary hooks are. You can see that this div that encompasses everything has an ID of welcome panel. And then inside of that, we have some various elements. Here is our div that is called welcome panel content. We have our image that we created. Here's the H2, the paragraph, and then we have our div with the class of welcome buttons. And here are the 2 buttons. Let's go into our CSS and make some custom styles so that we can really dial this area in. I'll be placing my custom styles inside my admin color scheme CSS file. I'll start off by making a comment. I'm going to begin by targeting the panel itself. As I just showed you, this has a class of welcome panel. I'm going to round the corners by adding a border radius of 20 pixels. I'm going to set the default background color to our navy blue. Then I'm going to add a background image, and I'm using the same image that we used on our login screen, as well as a similar gradient as we used on our login screen. The only difference here is that I adjusted the colors here so that they're just a little bit darker than what we used before. I'm also setting the font family to Nunito, which is a Google font that we are using throughout our website. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to target the welcome panel content. This is the inner div that is holding all of the custom elements that we just created. On this element, we're going to create padding all the way around. I'm going to use a gap of 1 em so that I can spread this out from the rest of the content. And we're using justify content of flex start. I don't need to declare a display of flex because this element already has display flex on it, but I am going to change the way the elements are appearing within the panel, and I'm setting the minimum height to auto. Now let's go ahead and target our paragraph that appears within this area. I'll use the class of welcome panel, which is the entire panel itself, and target any paragraphs that are descendants of this element. I'm setting the color to white. I'm increasing the font size slightly, and I'm going to set margin on the top, right, and left of 0 and the bottom of 10. Next, I'm going to grab the div that encompasses our custom buttons. I'm going to tell this element to display as flex, and I'm adding a gap so that I can spread the buttons out. This will ensure that the buttons are going to appear side by side. And finally, what we're going to do is on the buttons themselves, I'm going to target my welcome buttons and grab the anchor elements. I'm adding a border radius of 6 pixels. I had to use the important modifier to overwrite some previous styles that were part of WordPress. I'm adding a slight box shadow to these elements, and I'm going to add a hover color on the welcome panel close, and I'll show you where this is in just a moment. Let's save our styles and go back into the browser. If we refresh, you can see that now we have customized this. The other thing that I want to do is I'm going to set a color on our H1, so we'll do that next. And it looks like the color on this button is not quite correct. This is the dismiss button, and I just made this a lime yellow green, but let's just go ahead and fix up the rest of these elements. We're going to use our welcome panel H2 and just change the color of this to our blue. And then we're going to go ahead and grab this button right here. This is the first button. It has a class of button and then button primary. We're going to make the background color of this our light blue color, and we'll go ahead and change the text color on this other button. This one has a class of just simply button. So let's go ahead and take care of these two things. In addition to changing the color of this header, I'm also going to target the rest of the headers that are part of my dashboard. These elements exist inside of a div with a class of wrap, and there are H1s. I believe elsewhere in the site there's actually H2s. I think these might be H3s. So I'm just going to grab a bunch of these elements, and we're going to change the color to be our teal blue. Then let's make a rule for .welcome buttons, and I'm going to go ahead and target my button primary, which is the first button that we're using. We're going to go ahead and set the background color to that same shade of blue that we just applied on our headings. And finally, I'm going to make a rule on the .welcome buttons, and we're just going to use a class of button. And I believe this class is being used elsewhere. So in order to prevent other items from inheriting this color of blue, I'm going to go back into my functions file, and on this second element that has a class of button, I'm just going to call this btn second, and I'll use that class in addition to the button class that we have right here, just to be more specific. We'll save this and go back into the browser. If I refresh now, you can see that these items have been changed to the colors that we wanted them to display as. The final thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to target these header panels right here, which are called postbox header, and I'm going to make the background color our dark blue. I think that will help tie in everything. And now that I'm looking at this, let's change the color of this button too. This button and any other buttons within WordPress are using the class of button primary. We'll just go ahead and use a group selector so that we can target all of those buttons and change the background color. And then, as I just mentioned, let's set the background color of those post headers. I'm going to be a little bit more specific with my selector. I'm going to use dashboard widgets. These elements exist inside of a div with a ID of dashboard widgets, and then I'm using postbox header, and we're simply going to set this to our dark navy blue. If we refresh the page, you can see that now these things are all being styled in this customized way. It doesn't look like the Save Draft button is taking on the color that we specified. So let's just take a quick look at this area. It looks like I have to be a little bit more specific because this is being styled by the selector of WP Core UI and then button primary. So let me just add that to my selector that I have right here. I'll save and we'll go back to WordPress. And now when we refresh, you can see that this is being styled in the way that we just specified. I think that this looks great. I love the fact that we can actually augment this welcome area. Being able to customize this just adds a really nice touch to your WordPress website. Obviously, if the user doesn't want to see it, they can click the dismiss button, which is going to force that to go away. Under the screen options, we can always bring it back into view. But being able to welcome our backend users in a personalized manner just adds a little bit more polish to your WordPress website.